right, welcome back to Just Kicking It podcast. We back.
Back at it, baby. Back at it.
I mean, where do we start? The Premier League, as you call it, as the world turns, as you have coined it.
Yeah.
You live week by week.
Man, every bounce of the ball, you know.
And 3 weeks ago, they had Liverpool winning the league, maybe. Now they're saying Liverpool is in shambles. Like, I don't even like in 3 weeks.
Really. Man,
they said we were horrible. Now they're like, are they that bad? Like, we don't like. What is it? You know
exactly. I mean, they went from no one going to your last home game to it being a sellout. You know, I mean, what happened to the strike? That's what I was seeing happening all over Twitter.
Oh no, people are still striking out there, but they want to go miss a Liverpool game.
Okay, yeah.
I still got my season tickets.
Yeah, that's the match.
Yeah, sure. You miss the Brighton game. You ain't gonna miss the Liverpool game.
right.
Maybe you sold your tickets out of like trying to get some bread off of it. Maybe that's a possibility too.
I mean, really, is it really Glazers out, or now is there?
Yeah. No, we got what is it, Sir Heimlich looking at buying the club.
Okay.
And that's why, I mean, even diving into Man U, that's why they're trying to spend some bread now because the pressure's on.
Okay.
Because before we didn't have a real consistent owner. Like they really had the bread to pop. Now he's like, oh no, I got it. Because he's gonna buy Chelsea, remember?
Okay, yeah. I remember that name. Yeah.
He just put his bid in too late. It was the bid was like, I guess like 3 days before. It's like, well, dude, how you gonna put the bid in 3 days before? We already reviewing contracts for real.
Yeah.
So, but he really wanted Man U. I think it was more. I think he did that late bid to prove that he can buy a club.
Okay.
I don't even think it was really to buy Chelsea. It's like, oh, I'm in the running. I got.
And a lot of times, that ownership process is multiple bids. You don't get a club the first time out the gate. So what you're saying make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and he was just like, you know what? I want Man U, but let me go and throw this bid out. I know I'm not gonna get it, but let me just show that I have the financial setup to be able to buy a big club.
I'm a player. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. But man, let's get into like some of this, man. We were talking off air right before we got on. Is Arsenal gonna win this league?
I say no. Man City, I believe, is going to run away. But I think that Arsenal has graduated. It's not Arsenal of, a year or 2 years back where we could just laugh these guys off and they were, just really a joke, man. I like what I'm seeing. I see the tactics. I see Pep's influence on this Arsenal team, through the manager, so being a disciple of Pep. Seeing that, and then the two transfers they talking about, Tillemans from Leicester City. I know you guys were high on him.
That's my guy. I can't. I hate to see that happen. That's my guy.
And I think that makes a lot of sense. Take some pressure off Odegaard and all those young players, man. It makes sense. I can see.
I mean, really low key, their best. And I know people talk about Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah.
I think their best transfer wasn't a transfer. It was their loan, Saliba. Saliba was the best thing that came back from that loan from Marseille. Like, he's like 6'3" or something stupid. Like, and he's fast. He's a Harry Maguire that's fast.
Yeah, no. That's definitely a big addition back to the club. You're right, man. But we were talking about that youth movement. Hey, I see it clicking. You know what I mean? Where I kind of see what you was talking about. Made me eat some words.
I just don't know if Arteta's the guy. I still don't know if he's the guy. I think he's the guy to get you set up. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not sure that he's the guy that's going to lift you to the trophies, but he is implementing some basic tactics that are straight out of Manchester City playbook. And you see how the ball is moving around and people effort off the ball. You're really seeing it, man. And that I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I mean, but then on the other side, the flip side of it, you could say, well, they only play Crystal Palace, Leicester, and Bournemouth.
Right. Yeah, so far so good though. I mean, you can only win against who you play. So.
And it's kind of the destruction of those. It's not like they've been eking them out. They've been like destroying cats.
Ruthless finishing. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, wow. The eye test is passing that eye test easily.
Yeah, I mean, they're a nice, complete team. I'm interested how it gets to when they're playing a Thursday, Sunday with the Europa League, or or just in general, can they just hold up that depth? Do they have the depth? because they don't have it.
Yeah, at the moment I say no, but I think that they're aware of that they're trying to address that. And that's always the thing with a club, like identifying, where the leak is and actually repairing the leak is two different things. And I mean, it looks like they're gonna spend the money, which they typically don't do.
All right, well, let's talk about Chelsea, man.
Oh man.
What's going on with Chelsea, man? Like where are we
at? It's a dumpster fire, man. I mean,
really? I mean, we went. Is it? We can't. Can we say? I mean, it's. I mean, come on,
man. Listen, I don't like what I'm seeing at all. It's disorganized. We don't have the right mix of players. We're not bringing in the right. I mean, everything that's wrong is wrong. And I know that I can be the sky is falling kind of guy, but the sky really is falling. It really is falling.
I was just saying the sky was falling last week, and when we talk about Man U, I'm gonna have a wholly different flip on it now after things that have happened. But so because you guys are giving up Zia, it looks like Ajax.
Hudson-Odoi, I think.
So y'all been doing him wrong. Just let him go. I mean, you got to keep in mind. Remember, what was it 2 years ago where they subbed him out after he was subbed in?
He's had some flashes in the pan, and I agree. He probably hasn't had a good steady run of games, but that is how the Premier League goes. Sometimes you got to have a little bit of magic in your moment. You know what I mean? Just to really kind of lay your claim. And they're just not the caliber of Chelsea, man. And you see it on the pitch. There's nobody on the pitch that you fear like, hey, this guy's going to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Where on other clubs, you like Salah. We got to mark him. You know what I mean?
Not true. Shout out to Malacia. I ain't seen nobody lock him down like that in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you get yours off on Chelsea, but you correct. Your boy did a job on Salah.
Well, no. I was saying, do you think the Aubameyang deal, and really, and they trying to put y'all over the map for that Fontana deal? They talking about no, we won 95.
Yeah, I don't think either one of them
being that good though. To be honest, I don't remember him impressing me like that at Leicester.
Me either. Talking about the eye test, he hasn't jumped off
for 95 mil.
It's a lot of potential. You know what I mean? A lot of potential, man.
I guess he's 22. Is that the thing? Because he's 22?
Yeah, it's the age. You know what I mean? And he has been at Leicester for a while, but I'm not ready to say that he's a game changer or even Aubameyang better than what we got at the moment, but he's not the long-term fit. We should be bringing in a Holland sort of, within that age, that kind of skill set, and have done the business in another league. You know what I mean? That's what.
So do you feel more comfortable with the Aubameyang and let's say the Fofana deal goes through?
No, I think this
really wow.
Yeah, it's a rebuild. I mean, a lot of talk about the ownership. The ownership took over late. That impacted the transfer. Yeah. So you didn't get the full, off season. You know what I mean? And this is a result of that. And almost I'm kind of concerned. You bring Aubameyang in, although he's worked with the manager in the past. What if he becomes a distraction? And I can see him having a lot of fun in London with all the supercars. I can see it, all over the mirror.
He back at the crib because he got a crib there still.
See, he gonna act up. He is.
And he probably get another crib closer to Chelsea, closer to the training grounds. Keep his wife over at the old crib. I gotta get a new crib closer to the Chelsea training ground.
Well, he's known for bringing in all his supercars from around the world, picking up all the tickets. He park anywhere, parking for the hydrants. So it's always a mess.
So this is. Are you all still top four?
From a historical standpoint, yes. The quality of the present play early on. Man, I don't want to. We're right there. We're right there.
It's all mixed up bag.
It's still, yeah. Without the settling, it's hard to say.
Like I want to bring this up, and I know Liverpool fans may be upset when I say this, but the thrill is gone. No, it's the thrill is gone.
Yeah,
I know y'all had y'all foot on our neck for a long time, but you look at that squad. Yeah, okay, y'all had a couple of injuries, but Van Dijk didn't look like Van Dijk.
No.
Trent Alexander plays midfield now.
Yeah, he does. He's a right. He's a right midfielder.
I was like, where is he at? Like he's in the midfield trying to score a goal.
Yeah.
Salah, losing Mane was the worst thing they could have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you got Nunez, you got Diaz, you got Mane was in because Mane played defense too.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the thing. People don't trip up that Mane was backtracking.
Absolutely.
Does he play on the same side with Arnold, right?
And now he played on the left side.
Oh, so he played on whose side is that?
Robertson.
Robertson. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're right. He absolutely tracked back, and he was all action. So not just covering his side, he be on the left side and go back 60 yards to cover somebody in the middle of the pitch, just to be a nuisance, just another body. You know what I mean?
And Liverpool doesn't have the bread either. Let's keep this in mind. Liverpool
Yeah.
built up their team from the Suarez deal and from selling Coutinho. If you go back,
Yeah.
and they only got 20 mil for Mane.
Man, I think you got to really start taking a close look at Van Dijk.
That knee injury. What was it? 2 years ago?
I think it was.
He came back okay, but did he really come back okay?
I feel like they hit him. I feel like he was hitting a lot. You remember Fabinho, Henderson doing a lot of covering, a lot of talk about backtracking. It was a whole unit. It was the whole team to relieve a lot of that pressure. Now, when you start exposing more space with Mane being gone, you see the consequences. You guys, I feel like you really have shown a recipe. It's a recipe out there now, and we're probably gonna get some hate mail on these comments.
Oh, Liverpool fans, they coming. I already know they coming.
I'm seeing some chinks in that armor.
Yeah, I think the thrill is gone with them, like for real. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna be like this year, next year, but this is the beginning of the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's about my club, I think the Phoenix has risen.
Oh God.
My original thing was to come in here with a scarf on and like sunglasses, just because I'm too cool for y'all.
No.
No, we're back though. Look, what is Manchester United always said we needed?
Well, you needed a defensive midfielder.
And who do we get?
You got the best from Real Madrid, absolutely.
Arguably the best in the world.
Age is up there a little bit, but yes.
He's 30, but I'm talking about we can
experience. He's won everything at the highest level. The light should not be too bright for him at all.
And as I call our manager Habenhauser, if everybody remembers from Breaking Bad, him benching Maguire and Ronaldo showed me like, you know what, you about that.
You know what? That's a good point. They did a real tight camera shot during the match, showing that, letting it be known, like, hey, they're here, they're dressed, they have not been selected.
and Maguire didn't get pulled in at all. They was like, we good.
Yeah. And then the young right back, right?
Malacia.
Left back, right?
Yeah, Malacia, yeah.
Man,
I don't even think Shaw's really hurt. I think they just dropped him, to be honest with you. They claim he may have been nicked up.
Is he the real deal, or does he turn into Wan-Bissaka Part 2?
I don't even think Wan-Bissaka is that bad necessarily, to be honest. I think he just got caught into some shit, man. And he's not, he's basically, he can go forward well. He can play his area well, but he can't go forward. Malacia is going to be up and down on you. Like, when if anybody watched, he was on Salah everywhere. Like, anytime, them long balls that Liverpool like to do Salah, Malacia is like right there on him. Like, like right there in his chest. Like, he can't even get the ball. He got to get the ball on his left foot and try to turn around, and he's right there. What
it is for me is the engine. You can see his engine is stronger, and it's like what you're saying. That's why he's so much tighter. That's why it's not so much time. Everything is contested. And that's what you want. You know what I mean?
And then you got to think, like, our defense, even Martinez played out of his mind. Like, that's the Martinez you bought. Like, people are talking about his height. He didn't miss any headers. Like, he broke up every header that came to him over all those, like, Firmino and all of them up there that's, like, way taller than him. He was on them. And then Varane, if he's got a quality person next to him, a la Ramos from Madrid, he'll lock it down.
Okay. Are they still talking Sergio Ramos, huh?
No. I'm saying if you have he has a quality back. He can lock down his area. He doesn't have to worry about you.
As in the past, okay.
Right. No, you had Maguire next to you. So you gotta worry about your side. You gotta look to their side.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. If dude is like, yo, you got that, I ain't gotta worry about it. They like the Bash brothers out there. They pump this. They doing everything.
Yeah, no, the chemistry matters, man. You're absolutely right.
And then Casemiro's coming in. Shout out to Anthony that's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice his lineup, everybody was like, "Oh, Elanga's in there." No, that's Anthony's spot. He wanted to prove that Rashford could play up front in that slot.
Okay, the number 9, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll have Sancho, Bruno, Anthony, Rashford, or Martial up front.
Yeah, man.
That feels comfortable for me. I feel like we doing some things. We clicking.
I think that looks a lot better. That becomes a reasonable lineup. I'm still not sold on Sancho. I know he got the goal.
You see him he put Van Dijk and them on skates.
Good for him. He needed that. When I saw that, I said he needed that. But I'm still not sold. But man, yeah, you guys look a lot better and making some quality moves.
Yeah. So man, let's get into Newcastle, man.
Yeah, I didn't get to check out their match. I saw the score.
The Man City game.
Yeah.
Look, Man City. I guess real champions pull out those draws, as they say. And Newcastle's a problem. They're the new Leicester. Remember we talked about this before. Okay. They are the new Leicester.
Okay.
They're the one that you'll be like, hey, they can creep up if some things fall different ways and get that top 4.
Wow, top 4 rumble.
They just signed just literally tonight. Oh man. From Real Sociedad, their best scorer.
Alexander Isak.
Yep.
Yeah. I've been watching him for a minute, man. He's been a favorite on
FIFA. That's what I'm saying. I know him from FIFA.
Yeah, he's been a favorite on FIFA for many years. So yeah.
They looked at the blueprint, I think, of Man City. Of like, we're gonna get some mid-tier dope players and build up. We got the cash. We can't do the financial fair play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Arsenal's in that. Arsenal's on the list right now.
Really? I mean, Arsenal spent some money, but nothing close to City, I wouldn't imagine.
But they said Arsenal's on the list, the 10 teams that are financial fair play is looking.
If City and Barcelona still signing players, anything is
fine. No, Barcelona and City were on there. They were
okay, because I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, City does whatever they want to. After they got off of that last one, when we talked about it before, when we first started the show, when they got off of that, it was like whatever, we can do whatever.
Right.
But Newcastle, what do you thought? I mean, it's overall like.
I mean, overall, I think it's a good project, man, and I agree that they could be the new Leicester City. I'm not sure if I'm ready to throw them in the top 4. I still think they're on that 2 to 3 year program, but they're trending the correct way. They're certainly not.
We also said Leicester weren't going to win the league. We also said Leicester weren't going to win the league either.
No, they're not there yet. That's 2 to 3 years.
But we didn't think Leicester's going to win the league the year they did win.
That's true. They were a dark horse, but I mean, this would be monumental if that were.
No, I'm not saying they're going to win the league at all, but I'm saying they are trending highly up.
I gotta watch it. I just didn't get a chance to see it, but
dude, Maximum was putting them on who was on that side? Is it Canelo on that side? He was putting Canelo on skates. Now I'm talking about like he was doing the flip. You know how Maximum do a little he got him all over. He ain't learned that you just stay in one spot.
Right.
Like I can't get off all your moves. I just got to stay
going on every feint. He biting.
Yeah, he's going left. He's going right. Instead of just staying there, like, I'm gonna choose one area. If I'm gonna get caught, I just got caught. I'm not gonna have you sitting there having me falling down and stuff.
Oh man, okay.
Like he did the N1 mixtape on him, man.
Got you. Oh damn, dirty style. And that is part of that African game. You know what I mean? Is to not only win but win in style. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, it's going to be an interesting year. Chelsea, you down on them right now. What about Spurs? I mean, that y'all eked out that loss to y'all tied them. Spurs got that.
Well, yeah, they squeaked it out.
They eked it out. Yes.
Yeah. We left points on the table. Spurs, man, that's the team that I believe is in the top 4. I think they got just about everything they need, and if they can get it really, really clicking, I think that they're in the top 4.
Will you say that they have the best front 3?
It's up there. I like Harry Kane and Son, a whole lot.
And Richarlison.
Yeah. Richarlison is hit or miss for me. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, That Man City front line, depending on what they throw out there with Holland, Mahrez, Silva,
You know,
Grealish. Like, I mean, we can just name
Foden,
people they can be.
Bronner.
Yeah, like
So,
I don't even,
yeah, that's why I'm very hesitant.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's just one of them where you're like,
No, it's but it is high quality though. You know what I mean?
who's disappointed you so far this season in the first few games?
I thought Bournemouth. Was going to do more.
Yeah,
I thought Leeds has done more than what I expected. I expected Bournemouth to have the Leeds start and Leeds to have the Bournemouth start.
because Bournemouth wasn't in the league like that boost of being up, like kind of what Nottingham Forest is doing right now, almost where they're kind of like.
I thought that Leeds, and that was another thing I wanted to touch on. The Americans at Leeds, they're doing a lot better than I thought. Now they're talking some crazy money for some of them American strikers to potentially leave. Yeah.
Woo! I mean, that would be great for the U.S. game, though, to have players like that. That I guess what would be the highest transfer fee for an American player? Who would have probably got that?
That's a good.
Is it Pulisic? It's probably Pulisic, isn't it?
It could be, and he may be on his way out. Well, yeah. I think I heard the last thing on Pulisic is that he's going to stay and try to fight for his spot. I'm not sure that that's a good move for him.
Yeah, I kind of need him to go out. It is Pulisic, $65 million y'all spent on him.
Yeah. Who was before that? Does it show you?
Let's see.
Landon Donovan or something?
Oh no, they got the list of all of them. Damn. Okay. I'm clicking on it now.
I think
Brendan Aronson to Leeds.
Okay. Yeah. And that's the one I'm talking about. Maybe on the
and Tyler Adams to Leeds, $24 million. They're the top two.
Yeah.
Transfer. Then Sergio Dest is after that.
Okay.
Actually, Dan, then Weston McKennie. Everybody that's on their the whole starting trio is all in the first 6 or 7.
And a lot of that is because it's recent signing based on the new money.
Just like people were talking about with us when Anthony playing like the 85, 90 mil. The market has changed, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Because someone's like, man, well, Haaland only went for 45, 60 million. He had that escape clause in there where
his contract was winding down. Yeah,
he could have.
He was gonna walk.
If he was on the open market and had 3 years on his deal, he'd have been like 185 million.
Exactly. I was gonna say damn near 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Yeah. It would have been 200 plus with add-ons for him.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be an interesting year this year, though, man.
Well, you talked about Parity, and Double D was talking about Parity. I mean, that's something that we saw from last weekend. You know what I mean? Where you can't just line it up and roll them out there and say, okay, I know how this is going to shake loose, man. That's what it's showing me, where it's like, you do need to watch all these games. You really
and you got to watch out for everybody you play. I mean, who's the gimme game this year? Who's the gimme game?
I don't see it. Yeah. I think that the league is really kind of tightened down a little bit more. But I mean, that top feeder Manchester City is a beast. Yeah,
they got to somehow figure out how to break this shit up. Like, we got to figure. Like, this ain't back in the days where Sir Alex was just training people up and getting to a higher level. Y'all literally going out spending 500 mil in a summer.
Right.
Y'all, because they bought Calvin Phillips for no reason.
You know what I think we're gonna start seeing is people really taking a trend of rolling the dice on some of these players that have never been on a big major league. That's some dude that's down in Sudan somewhere right now. Somebody.
Oh, you saying that people
straight out of Venezuela
is going to increase a whole nother level?
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to take some chances on some talent. You know what I mean?
Because I'm like, dude, they bought Calvin Phillips. He has not even played for real. They literally bought the best player from Leeds and didn't play.
Right.
He just sits on the bench, and it's partly because I was reading. It was partly to block Chelsea from getting him.
That addition by subtraction.
Yeah, it's like, we just gonna stash him. Cool.
But he's a nice player though. When you need a sub, I mean, especially at that central defensive mid, he slots right.
But you're just being sloppy. Then it's like, all right, I mean, we're not even gonna use him. It's to make sure Chelsea don't get him.
Well, that's where I want to see the ownership step up. Because we should be doing that to other clubs, and your club should be doing that to other clubs.
Yeah.
And get it back to that level where there is a top echelon and the big fish are going to eat. Right now, that's only Man City.
Yeah, I don't even see, because we know Spurs ain't going to spend that bread to even do that. they kind of
Daniel Levy
spinning this situation.
Yeah, Daniel Levy is notorious tightwad.
Like, I mean, he still won't even. They say that supposedly the players got to pay for their drinks after like 1 or 2 bottle of water. You have to pay for more.
I don't doubt it, man. I'm surprised they got that stadium. Shit, really? They gave him everything on that too.
Yeah. So I mean, and he's not even the owner, right? He's just a general manager.
No, I think he's like the chairman of the board.
Yeah. So he's not even. So he's getting the calls from somebody.
Yeah.
Saying beat is cheap. It's not like he's just like, oh, I'm just doing it.
He got that ownership group where they give him 100% trust.
So he might as well be the owner.
Yeah, good, bad, and ugly. He can do what he wants. Period. He the guy.
Well, man, we're gonna wrap it up. We just jumped off a quick one. Well, it ain't quick. It was a nice wrap up for this week. We'll be back next week. It's a lot of big games on the schedule. Who do y'all have this week?
That's why I was just about to pull up the fixture. Let's see. Do you know who you got off the top of your head?
We got Southampton.
Okay. You calling there?
If Casemiro should be playing, I think we straight now. We got a midfield together. We'll eke out a 1-0, 2-0 win.
Yeah, we got Leicester City. I think we bounce back and we bounce back hard. I think we go.
Leicester's not the same Leicester, man.
No, you right.
Yeah, like is Vardy even playing anymore?
Yeah, I think he started the last week, but I mean, he's
got to be 41.
I think they cashed him out too. I think he got another contract too.
He got another. He's got to be like 38, like for real.
Is that last hurrah money though? You know, you've been a loyal.
Like you held us down for so long.
Yeah, you're the loyal servant.
Oh, the Kobe check.
No, Kobe was eating good the whole time though.
Yeah, but they gave him that other contract. They didn't need
that. Yeah, but that last 2 years he didn't deserve. I think he was playing on half a hamstring. Yeah, he didn't deserve it.
So he's 36. He can be 36.
I thought he's older than that. Okay.
Yeah, he's 30. He'll be 36 in January. So because he was young when that original Leicester squad that won the whole thing.
Yeah, he's in his Well, yeah, I mean, shit, the time goes by so fast. I mean, yeah, he was in his late 20s then, yeah.
What can everybody hit you up at, man?
Oh, man, you can always find me on Twitter, man. Very active on there, at Phoenix Piff. Let's get the banter going. Let's talk about these clubs, man. Appreciate everybody.
I'm gonna start. I need to watch some more German football a little bit and some a little bit of that Spanish league. It feels like it's Real Madrid's to lose it once again. I don't even know what Barcelona's doing. Like they got players so much in flux. Like they can't even sign players because they don't have the bread. They're like, hey man, you can't even show up like until we figure this out.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're not even at full strength, trying to get rid of some of the dead weight to get some of the new players on. The other big match this weekend that I want to watch is Manchester City against Crystal Palace. And I think what we're going to have on display there is the athletes against, the skillful squad.
In the system.
Yeah.
But Vieira's getting the system there set up for Crystal Palace. So we may not be to say that for too long.
And Patrick Vieira, man, I want to see some success from him. So yeah, that should be a good one to watch this weekend.
Yeah, I mean Arteta got to watch his back if Vieira's balling. If they don't do well, you already know where it's going.
Native son.
Vieira is like, it's Henry than him. Like what are you talking about in their pantheon?
He one of them guys could never buy a beer. Never.
Yes. Well, man, make sure y'all hit us up, subscribe, just kicking it. We are here. We'll be back next week. Peace.